Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome to viewers to some more Stormworks. We are back here again on the recovery ship and we are getting close to finishing up, you guys. We're getting really close. So let's go ahead and just not wasting more time. Let's go ahead and grab this thing, jump in the workbench, and we'll go ahead and start talking about what we got to get going here. Let's see. I think actually, let's walk around. It might be easier to view. So we've got this upper deck area. We've got this whole little area here. I think this is going to end up being a galley. So we've got that area to work on as well. Let's go down one more floor. All right, so we're down here, and this area used to be an equipment room, and things got moved around when we started moving things around in here, and so it kind of got deleted. So now we've got our med bay. So the idea would be to put an equipment room over here so that everything you had would be accessible down here. Real quick, I did have somebody say, what are these little doors here? These little doors here just go to like negative spaces in the build. Anywhere you see like a door like that, that's pretty much what it does. There's some at the bottom of staircases, and now that I'm looking for one, I can't find one. Like there's also one right here, kind of like under our staircase for going up to the bridge. And again, they're just negative spaces. I've kind of just done that to kind of be able to make the wall flat and not so angular in some areas. And it just gives me a spot to maybe put like a pump or something in the future, or my controller or something like that if I need to. And it's just kind of hidden out of the way, but it does allow us to get in there. Anyway, okay, back to what we're doing. So I think what we'll do is we're going to work on the equipment room here today. This is going to be our kind of our main entry area. We're going to be able to grab some stuff, come in here, and then jump on the boat and then go do some missions, come back, and then bring people back into the med bay. So let's grab this and let's come in here and let's take a look, see where everything goes. Where is this room gonna be? All right, what is above this room? Right here is the med bay. Okay, and what do we got around the corner here is just this little storage area. All right, so we could actually, I feel like we could put a little window here. Is that's gonna be, it's gonna be off-centered. Okay, so we're not gonna do that. Real quick, I want to make sure we don't have mirror mode on. Okay, perfect. All right, how do we want this to work? We want to be able to come in here, and I guess some of the first stuff that we want to be able to grab would be, let's go to equipment. Let's go ahead and make a clothing wall. I feel like a clothing wall would be very important. So let's go ahead and do some Arctic gear. I feel like a couple things of Arctic. Oh, look how perfect this fits across here too, you guys. All right, so we've got a wall of Arctic gear. I'm also gonna want some firefighting equipment. You never know what's going to happen on the boat here. And then I think underneath this, what we could do is give each one of these a fire extinguisher, like that. All right, that feels pretty good. And then maybe we do some med packs underneath this as well. Is that too many med packs? I feel like that's a lot of med packs. That feels like a lot of med packs. Yeah, that feels like a lot. And I'm not, you know what? I feel like, did I do some sort of shelf system? Well, hang on, let's think. All this could be inventory as well, but you come in here, you grab what you need. I don't like all of these. Let's go ahead and we'll go defib. Where's the defib at? Defib, this should be pretty good right here. Defib, defib. All right, so I feel like firefighting and being cold. So being hot and being cold is taken care of here. We have in the ways of diving equipment. Ooh, okay, I have an idea. What if, let's get rid of all this. What's underneath this? Okay, we're gonna get rid of all this. Change of plans. A lot of you have been asking for an elevator in this, and let's see, what is above this? Okay, I think this is where we might use an elevator. And I think what we'll do is we'll make an elevator here, and then we'll come down into this area, and then in here will be like a dry dock or something so that your diving guy can come down and then go into the water from inside the boat. That might be a cool little feature. How do we need to do this? So if I was to build an elevator, it needs to be at least that wide, maybe 4 on the inside, 4 and 4, like that. That should be enough. We could do like that. What kind of door? Where's this door gonna go? Should the door go here or here? Because then that means that we could do equipment here. Okay, so we'll put a door here, and you know what? We'll use one of the doors. Ooh, will the sliding door fit? Ooh, it will, but sorta. It means this corner has to go out. Let's see what this looks like. I think a sliding door will fit better in there visually. Yeah. And then what do we do here? Okay, that's fine. We can fix this. We'll just go like that. And then now that is kind of secured. Okay. And we'll do the same thing on this corner. Just give some things some rounding there. Okay, so this will be an elevator that goes straight down into this section here. It'll come straight down to here. It's gonna come into that. Let's go ahead and box this off. All right, so we'll do it like that. We can do it like that. And then we'll come down right there with this. Come on. Perfect. All right, so I think, clearly this is going to be a weird corner here. That's okay. That happens in ships a lot. You use the space how you've got it. All right, so that's that. Now how do we put a door in the bottom of this? I think that's what we're going to have to do. So we'll just open this up. We'll do a hatch, sliding hatch like this. Will this be all we need to open a door down here? Yeah, this might be all we need here. So we'll do it like this. Come on, we'll rotate around. Interesting. And then how is this elevator? This will not be an elevator. How is this gonna work? Not like that, it won't. But that will have to be like this. This will have to be cut into the side here. Okay, this could work. I see how this could work now. So we'll come up to this. We'll cut into this. Come on, go like that. And then we're gonna delete the side here. And we're gonna delete the side here. I don't know how this is gonna look. We'll grab our door again. We'll put our sliding hatch here on the side somewhere, like that. We'll fill that in. How bad is that? Pretty bad. Okay. Can do this, and then we can put these back. That's okay. That works. That works like that. And then we can do that. And it's not as bad as I thought. Okay, so how do I want to do this here? Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna paint all this. Paint all that black. That can be black. This can be black. Let's paint this orange. Or not. We paint it orange. Okay, the door is orange. And I want to put a light right here. Actually, let's put 3 lights. All right, so I'm just going to get our indicators. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Let's change the color to orange as well. Got 1, 2, 3. And then that way we'll be, if we're underwater, we can see this door. And if we can't see the door because of lighting issues, hopefully the 3 little lights here will help us find it. I almost feel like we could put a light in here. An actual lit up light. That could be a thing. Okay. And we'll just paint that up like that. Okay, cool. So now we have a way to get in here. Okay, this is our door. Whoa, okay. We painted some stuff here. Hang on. What in the heck happened here? All right, all that's cleaned up. We can go ahead and fill this back in. Means we can paint the bottom. All right, so let's get back into our elevator hole here. Okay, so how do I want to make this go up and down? Tracks. So let's say we put a track here and here. Positive will be up. Seems like that makes sense. Can I get in here and connect these? Okay, so let's connect these up. Perfect. Let's just go ahead and fill this in and see if we have any kind of like friction issues on this. Where did this go? Where did it go? Okay, here we are. First of all, I need to close all this in. That's not gonna work. We'll do that. We can close that in. Let's get in here. What does this look like? We can clean this up here. All right, perfect. So that comes down to here. So let's put, I guess let's put our switches in the floor. We'll do toggles. And for now, we'll just call this one up and this one down. Let's get ourselves a switch box because we'll need that to control this as well. So the mini switch box can go right here. That'll make it easy to hook up. We don't need everything to go to the control room. Ooh, we only need 2 of these. No, we only need 1, right? So that can go to this. This can go to that. That can be deleted. This can be, if it's on, it's a 1. If it's off, it's a -1. Or if it's on, hang on. I need it to be at the top, right? So 1, but then we always have this on, right? That should work. So that should take us up and down. The one wants to get down here. We're gonna need to be able to flood this room. So we're gonna have to come back to here, get rid of this. This will need to be a port. We'll put a port here. Probably need a gas relief as well. I'll do that there. We'll go gas, and then we need another port. All right, so now I need a pump to be able to pull water into this room and push it out of this room. Or we just don't ever care. This room is always full of water. Because where is the water line? Water line's here. So honestly, we could just come down in the elevator with a scuba gear or diving suit on already, and then we just use this to balance the room out. Maybe. I don't know if the room might flood though. It might flood. Easily by opening the door with the gas relief, it should flood the room with water. So we'll need a pump to get the water out of here. Okay, pump. Just in case there's too much water. All right, so let's place this down. Let's figure out which side is what. Dark side is in. So this needs to be like this, I think. The water goes in here and then out the other hole. Okay, that works. And then we'll just do it like that. So let's find a little corner pipe. Do that. We'll angle it and we'll just grab that piece because that looks nicer than a square sitting there. And then we should have a button here. Toggle, and that should be drain room, right? Drain. All right, that feels right. Let's go ahead and spawn this in and check this out. All right, so in the equipment room here, it's not a bad little spot. Okay, so we come in, we can shut the door, we hit the button, and nothing happens. Why? Why does nothing happen? Okay, so our elevator's broken. That's fine. We'll figure that out in a second. Let me jump down here. Let's test this out. If I open this, water does flow in. Okay, so let's close this. If I hit this, does the water leave the room? Yes, it does. It is definitely leaving the room. Perfect. And I'm not getting, let's see, player damage. we are gaining oxygen in this room, which means that there's no vacuum in here, which is perfect. All right, so we just got to fix this little elevator here because all this works. This is great. All right, so let's figure out this elevator. Why is the elevator not working? Elevator. I don't understand why it's not. All right, I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's stick a throttle on this and see if these guys are actually stuck or if it's something else. All right, how about now? Getting the one signal. It's just not doing anything. Well, it's already up. Hang on, let's put a negative on this throttle. All right, so we're gonna put a negative on this throttle. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to be able to see what these tracks are doing. So maybe I can cut. Oh, guys, this works. Hang on. I bet a bunch of you have been yelling at me in the chat here. Let's go ahead and put some tracks down, and then maybe it'll actually do what it's supposed to do. All right, so tracks. Oh man, it's always something simple. It's always something simple. If something doesn't work, just go back and double check your steps. Just, you know, rebuild the whole system. You know, from start to finish, and you will find your mistake. All right, so that should work now. We should have a functioning elevator here to be able to go down to here. I don't know what that is. We're gonna paint that. So we've got a little dry dock room. If I paint this white on this side, is it still orange on that side? Yes. Okay, so let's paint that. We'll close up all of that. That's nice. And then what kind of light? I guess I'll hook this up to the nav lights, or maybe we have a light system down here. Let's just go ahead and put a toggle down here. If you leave this room, it is your responsibility to turn on safety lights outside. We'll call this lights, and then we will hook this up to the 3 and the light switch. And it should be good there. I like that. I like this. This is a nice little room. It does what we need to. And we've got a nice little elevator. Let's check this. And I feel like, honestly, this is going to need to be a wedge. Just so we can get up on, I don't know. Let's try it first. Before we try to fix a problem that we don't have, let's try it first. All right, where is this room? All right, we're in the room. We're in the elevator. We're shutting the door. Elevator is it not working again? Why? Why is this not going up and down? All right, I don't know what's going on. I'm confused, so I'm gonna rebuild this. I want, just for the sake of understanding, I want the math. I want to go down when we turn this button on. So I can be less confused here. Okay, so when the button is turned on, when the button is on, this needs a positive signal, and when it is off, it needs a negative signal. So did I have the math wrong? I think I had the math wrong. All right, please elevator for me. I don't understand. It helps to hook things back up. All right, up and down. Here we go. Okay, so now we can go down. Perfect. We're down at the bottom. We can do our diving. We can get back up on our little platform here. We can go back up. So we need a button up top to call the platform, or we can just jump down the hole. I mean, it is what it is. So nice, little elevator done. Let's come in here and now let's do a bunch of diving equipment here, and then we can do some firefighting equipment maybe here, and then some medical here, I think. That would maybe organize it a little better. All right, so first things first, let's call this diving elevator. Okay, and I think, let's see, let's go equipment. We're gonna want a couple things for this. So first, let's go ahead and find our diving equipment. We'll do diving and diving. I also want scuba. I know scuba does less than the diving equipment, but you know what? It's nice to have it because we've got all the options here. All right, so then we want a spear gun. This will help protect against sharks. We can do that for both of those guys. Let's make sure that we have some spear gun ammo. Okay, spear gun ammo here. We got a couple extras there. We're also gonna need probably a flare for each one of these. Do a flare, a flare, a flare, a flare. I also want glow sticks for marking things underwater. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then here's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. We're gonna go ahead and paint these up different colors. So we'll do green, we'll have an orange, we'll have a yellow, and a red. Well, we got our flares. Our flares are red, so let's go blue. And that'll give us some different color variances there. Let's go back to white. What else do we need here? Maybe a backup oxygen mask for these guys while diving. We'll do oxygen there, oxygen there, oxygen there, and there. And I think that covers everything for diving. You know, I think that's pretty good for diving. Let's come over here. Let's make this a firewall. All right, so we got a couple fire outfits here. That should work pretty good. I don't like how uneven this is, so we'll do that. Let's find our defib. It's somewhere right here in the middle. Ooh, but defib comes over here with medical. Okay, so hang on, fire extinguisher. This is how I wanted to do it. I wanted to separate the jobs. We'll get a fire extinguisher, do like that. And I also want, there's not much for the firefighting equipment other than a couple fire extinguishers. So we could do something like that, like that, like that. Let's get rid of that. Let's do an empty inventory slot in the middle because you might have a rope or a welding torch in your hand. Ooh, a repair wall too. Maybe this is firefighting and medical, and then this is repair because this is a smaller wall. That's what we'll do. So let's go ahead and go back to our defib. We'll put the defib there. We'll have a couple fire extinguishers there. Let's go with first aid on the sides of these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm actually going to grab a hose because we do have firefighting with the hoses, and that feels pretty good on medical. Is there anything else that we use for medical? Flares? No, I'm pretty sure that's it. Nope, don't need any of that. We could have an armory, honestly. Something just for a small little room for some weapons in the event of an emergency for pirate boarding or something like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we build an armory? It would be a completely separate room with like a key access and things like that. So I don't want to make it here in the main area. If you guys want to see me build an armory, let me know in the comments. I'll happy to do that. Let me paint this up red. That feels good there. Now let's come over here, back to the equipment. I need welders. So we'll do, we're gonna do welder, 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 and then we'll do some underwater welding. Ooh, or do we put the welding with them? You know what, let's keep it here. We'll put welding here, and then we'll do underwater welders with it as well. As soon as I find it. There we go, underwater torch. And I'm just gonna paint these guys yellow because that's, I don't know, it just feels right to me. Easy to identify from a distance. We've got that. Actually, I think the defib should be green as well. That makes it a little easier to see. So we got equipment. We can repair. We can repair underwater. We can put fires out. We can save lives. And we could go diving and repair the ship from the outside with our equipment and defend ourselves if any sharks or things like that come and get us. Can I paint these yellow? Let's paint these. Actually, these are a little more that orange. Okay, so now that all matches our diving equipment. That looks really good, honestly. I dig that. We're gonna need some lights. So we'll get a light in here. I said we put one over this equipment, and we'll put one over this equipment / the door, and then we'll have one over this equipment right there. And that should be enough for this room. Let's get a player sensor in here, and we'll put that right in the center, just like that. Perfect. And then we'll connect that up to all these lights. And then when we're not in here, we don't have to worry about these lights not being active. Where was the other light? There. Just 3 lights? It was 3 lights. We will need one in here though. And we'll just grab that light like that. And then we can just hook these 2 up. Perfect. So when you're in this little cubby hole, you'll have a light in there too. Perfect. Let's walk in this and check it out. All right, here we go. So you'd come in here, emergency, or whatever you need to do. So we'll come in here, we'll open the door. We come inside, the lights are on for us, and it says, hey, what do you need? Are we putting out a fire today? Are we repairing the ship? Or are we going diving for some equipment? Actually, I think I might move this up by 1 block just for looks because this is off the floor here. But I like this room. This room's really nice. It's got a lot going on for it. Then we can come in here. We can shut our door. Actually, we need to, we need to grab a diving suit first. Let's grab a diving suit, and we can come in here. We'll shut that door. We go down the elevator, and then we can open this door. Let's turn on the lights to the outside. We'll let this room fill up, and then we can swim out and do whatever repairs we need to do on the ship. That 1 light is way too bright, I think. I think I might get rid of that light and just use the 3. But I think this works really well, because yeah, we could just go down, we could do what we need, we could repair the ship, click, 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 welding, and then we swim back over here to the hole. Or we could actually go at the back of the boat, but this just keeps us from having to actually get out of the water. So we can go in this way. All right, we're in. We can turn our lights off, shut our door. We can drain the liquid from this room, which it's not filling up that much. The pressure update is actually allowing this to not fill up. So we could just kind of keep a little bit of water in this all the time. Or I'm wondering if we open that door up there, if it would flood in. Either way, we have the ability to drain this room. I might actually change this up and maybe hook this up to a fluid meter so that if it detects any kind of water in this will just automatically drain. So that when we open this door, there'll never be water in here because this pump will automatically kick on. But anyway, let's take this back up. That works pretty well. We're going back up top here. We can open the door and we can get out and we can store our diving equipment and go back about our business. Nice. I dig this, you guys. This is really cool. What a cool little room. Thank you all the guys who have suggested the elevator. That's a really cool idea. I'd like to have it where it went from like the bridge all the way down, but there's no straight path. I've tried to find a straight path from bridge down and it just does not work well. But we do have one, so that does help us out. It allows us to not go outside. So there's all kinds of fun little things there. So yeah, guys, if you are enjoying this series, make sure you throw a like on this video. comment down below if you haven't already. Comments are driving this build. If you have an idea for it, throw it down there. I can't 100% guarantee that I'll get to it because there's a ton of comments, but I feel like most people are getting their ideas thrown out here. So yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you, and we will see you guys on the next one.